If only you could see. Once you hit okay to go live, it like puts a little like words across my face. It says you're live. And it's like very exciting. Again, I wish with when you guys talk and then also with anything else, I wish there was more voices that I could hear, but it's just me. It's just me we get to hear tonight. Can you hear me okay? Speaking of that. Hello, Katie. Good to see you. So I was chatting a little bit beforehand. Thanks so much for keeping me company as we waited for the hour to approach. Looks like people again coming from all over, although quite a few East Coast, some West Coast. And then, did I see, where is it? Hello, everyone. Somebody was from the UK, and I can't find it. Robin, my goodness. Whew. Oh, okay. They're on night shift tomorrow, so they can sleep in. Good. Glad to hear it. Just checking to see what everyone else is saying. Oh, Kelly, her WW home is Wilderness Lodge. Fun. Hi, Zaida. So many people. Yay. So good to see you. Katie, my teacher friend, so used to virtual teaching, she waved back. I wish I could see you waving. And yes, Zaida, I know you're from Canada. We got someone from Canada here too. Quite a few from Massachusetts. Did Joe tell me that Massachusetts is like the biggest state for Walt Disney World goers? I thought it was New Jersey for some reason, but I think it's because we were in Walt Disney World one week when it was like Jersey week. And so I was just like, I guess everyone from Jersey loves Disney World. I will be eating a little bit. It keeps my hands busy because I fidget and it's good. So feel free to eat as well. I won't mind. I said it right. Good. I'm so self-conscious about it. I want to say it right. But yeah, it's so good to see you guys. I think I titled it. I don't know if it's showing up that way, but I said live. I needed this chat with you guys because, oh my gosh, did I need this chat with you guys. It has been a week. I don't know what it is. It's something, it's strange. Always around Lee's birthday, I just feel like something super emotional and just overwhelming always happens around it. Either someone's sick, someone's this, someone that, and this week was a week. Put me through the ringer. And so there's nothing more than I wanted to do tonight than talk with you guys because you are my lemonade. You guys really bring me so much joy. So thank you for joining. Carly said she just made a chocolate Oreo milkshake. Okay, I'm going to admit something. I had a mug because I've been using a mug the last couple times. Either with the hot chocolate or tea or whatever it may be. So I was like, I got to be fancy and use a mug. But I'm just having soda. So I was like, no, got to keep it real. And not only that, but this is a cool cup anyway, right? I got this back in 2011. So if anyone's wondering, I don't think they're selling it anymore. I think we got it at the Disney store, not at Walt Disney World, not the parks. Toronto. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jen. Oh my gosh, Jen. How do you guys do that? Because here, sorry, I'm excited because Jen has it says Disney Family A to Z. Sorry to call you out. But then she has Jen after it. So when you guys log in or something, can you put your name into your handle? Because I've been starting to try to come up with a list of people that have handles that are not their names, and I'm trying to remember your names. So Becca, I'm remembering Wander by Compass because sometimes that just doesn't cross my mind. And then Ruby Falls, I know you as Liz. I think that's what we said. So I got you on here. So because it is very helpful because sometimes I can be forgetful. When do you think you'll be using your DVC again? We do not have any plans right now with DVC. So before the pandemic, yes. Okay. Because I was going to say, Joe and Lee had a trip planned for May. And then as a family, and that was not DVC. If you remember when the two of them went before, they were going to do Pop Century the same time. And then we were going to do DVC. So we had DVC planned for January 2021, and maybe like next week was what it was supposed to be. And a month in, maybe 2 months into the pandemic, we realized January's not looking so good. We didn't think we were going to go, or the DVC was being kind of weird. And I think it was something like we were going to lose them if we decided not to take that trip, because I think some of them were in a certain use year. I'm really bad with all that stuff. Joe could explain this better, but we did decide to cancel it. Moved it ahead a little bit, and then just canceled it again because we're just like, I don't know. So we do not have any plans right now for DVC. And Joe might join. I don't know. He may not. He might join the chat. We'll see. I don't see him yet. He was helping put Lee down. Lee got down a little late tonight. You changed your profile to include your name. Yes. If anyone can do that, that's super helpful because I like to call you by your name. And if I keep pronouncing it wrong, if you can also put the phonetics now. Hello from Massachusetts. Hello, Ohio, Virginia. Hello from Quincy, Mass. I love Quincy. I did want to just mention, I don't know if any of you noticed, we did post a video today to see real soon. It was something we've been like working on for a long time, and just we're etching away at anytime we had a chance on top of everything else. And so we finally we were like, we need to get this done. So we stayed up late last night to finish it. And so it was kind of just spur of the moment. We posted it for today. So hope you like it. It was so much fun. And honestly, it was one of those, we were hosted there, and it's the first time we've ever done something like that. And I actually shared, I think, in the description, people might not look in the video description, but I did share there that for some reason, for the first time, so track back, I guess, when we were doing Serial Soon and we were very active with it, we weren't getting any offers for like anything in regards to, free experiences. I don't think it was as big back then, at least not the Orlando area. But for some reason, this past trip, when we did the extended stay, we got contacted quite a bit. We were just like, oh, all of a sudden. And we looked really closely at every opportunity. And this one just made the most sense because it was something that we genuinely would do ourselves. And we only want to do those kind of experiences or share those because we don't want to, if we're not going to pay out of pocket for it, we don't want to share it with you and tell you to pay out of pocket for it. So I genuinely believe in that house and that company. We had only a certain amount of experience with them, but we genuinely liked working and talking with the owner, and the house was just you could tell it was just so much love put into it. If you've seen it, it's just incredible what they've done. And it really was a brush. Hi, Sarah. Sorry, I'm like squirrel. So good to see you, Sarah. Everyone say hi to Sarah from the Brook Art Project, and James and Peter. I know they're probably not watching, but just say hi to all of them. But yeah, it was just so cool. And I genuinely would recommend anyone to check it out. It was reasonably priced as well, which is really important to us in regards to what you were getting. So again, I could go on about it, but it was a really cool experience. It was a little bit of a rushed one. We only had a certain amount of time, and with kids and figuring all that out. So we tried to share as much as we could in our experience. But anyway, that's all I had to say about that. No, I'm catching up. So I have, and as Dan and many other of you have said, I don't need to have a topic for today, and I don't have one. So I just wanted to chat with you guys. Like I said, it was like a really tough week, emotionally draining, just all of it. And so I'm just really excited just to focus on the good things and talk with you, see how you're doing, how your week's been. And I say all that, but it also was a very exciting week in that I'm a 4-year-old now. He's 4. Oh my gosh. It's still crazy. I can't believe it. But he is really excited about it. And yeah, he had a great day. We just kind of stayed at home. Oh, and Eve. I did forget Eve. Sorry. Eve is the Brookheart Project's little pup. Too cute. Ooh, someone asked, Danny asks, what Hogwarts houses are you? Notice that Joe noticed the Harry Potter themed house. Yes, so they have that wizarding house that's themed off for wizards, or certainly Harry Potter is one of those. And what is it? We do know our houses. Joe disputes mine, which I'm not very happy. It's a little inside joke we have. Actually, Lee isn't on the inside joke. He now says it to me all the time. But let's make guesses first. Okay, I want to hear. I wish you could do polls in here and stuff like that. But tell me, which houses if you know Harry Potter, which houses do you think that Joe and I are in? Are they the same? Are they different? Share them. What do you think? I'll let you guys answer a little bit. Okay, so I'm seeing Hufflepuff. Is that towards me? People think I'm Hufflepuff? If you can specify Joe or Ashley, that would be helpful. And basically, I will admit, I'm kind of, I am not, like Joe is like strongly one of them. I kind of am like a mix. And so, yeah. Okay. Oh, we're getting the answers. Again, wish I could do a poll or something. That would be fun. And again, just want to say, driving to Disney. If you just joined, I was saying that people that have handles without their names, I feel so bad continuing to call you by that. I want to call you by your first name if you want to share. So if you can share, I'm going to write it down to make sure I say that to you. But hello from NYC. Okay, here's what we're getting. I bet Joe is Slytherin. Dan! Now that's a bad thing. I actually know quite a few Slytherins. And that I am Hufflepuff. Joe Gryffindor. Oh, we're getting Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. Me, Hufflepuff, Joe Ravenclaw. We're getting a few Slytherins for Joe. Oh, Joe is a Gryffindor, people say. Oh, but I'm also saying Hufflepuff, Ashley, Ravenclaw, Joe. Okay. Lee's Gryffindor. I do think Lee is Gryffindor. Yeah, I would think he's Gryffindor. But we don't know yet. He's still young, and he hasn't got his letter yet. He better get his letter. We're hoping he's the family wizard. Only because Joe seems very confident. That's very true, and that's why I take back when people said Slytherin, because Slytherin is not a bad thing. There are good wizards in Slytherin. They're just kind of known for being the opposite, but that they're confident, and that's the attributes. Okay. Oh, I will just share. I don't know if I'm going to be completely right, but the attributes that you kind of, I don't know, because they're kind of like the overarching, but it doesn't always work out that way. But yeah, can anyone share them? I don't know. Joe is the good side of Slytherin. But I know like most people say Hufflepuff is like the loyal kind, but those things people that are those things can also be in a different house. Loyal kind, that's kind of the big one for Hufflepuff, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. Gryffindor typically is courageous. They are also, I want to say like adventure seekers. May also like the glory kind of thing. Ravenclaw typically is known for smarts, just being witty. Those are kind of the ones I know for Ravenclaw. And then Slytherin can be known to have some bad wizards, but as someone mentioned, also can be kind of confident and sly, which can be a good or bad thing. So, all right. So I would say we got a good amount of Joe kind of was on across the board or all over the board. Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or some Gryffindors. Me, it seems like we're getting a lot of Hufflepuff and maybe some Gryffindor and a little bit of Ravenclaw. Okay. Here we go. You guys were like, it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so I really hate that there's no noise. I want to hear you guys' voice. I hate just hearing mine. Okay. Joe is very strong results that he is, because we've done one. Oh, sorry. I'm all over the place. But you can take it through Pottermore, but there also is someone that has figured out all the answers and all of that. And I think they've created, I can try to find the link, or if anyone else can find it, there's a link to where you can see your final results, not just what you were the strongest, but how the percentages all worked out. Because someone figured out what the answers were and how they, what house they, and everyone's like, come on, just get to it. You can figure out the exact percentages. And again, Joe was very strong in one area, a big percentage towards one house. I was a little bit more kind of like a little bit this, a little bit that, or like kind of between two. Oh, the other thing I want to okay, so Joe is Ravenclaw. He has been Ravenclaw. He's taken it multiple times, and he always gets Ravenclaw. So if you think about Joe, and you think about, you know, the tips he always has about Disney, I'm trying to think of what it is, the dining calculator he put together. I feel like Ravenclaw really does make sense for him. And he likes to brag about it because he thinks that it just lets everyone know he's very smart. But they are very smart, but that's not all of it. The Gantt chart, that too, exactly. So, ooh, yeah. So the thing with when people have ones that are, and Katie, are you in here? Oh, she is, yes. Oh, did Katie share it? 1 second. Did you share it? I see that you said this is the one with the percentages, but I don't see that you shared it. I got you. You do always got me. Okay, so the way you can sometimes describe yourself, if you are kind of a like 40-60 or, you know, something like that, of two houses, or like 45, you know, whatever it may be, but 45-55, you can sometimes call yourself like so your stronger one is the first, and then you're a little bit less strong but pretty strong is the second half. So an example would be like someone said Slitherpuff. So I'm like I'm a higher percentage of Slytherin. We're getting really technical here, guys. Higher percentage of Slytherin, but then I also have a lot of Hufflepuff in me, so you can say it like that. So I would say that when I've taken it recently, and I've taken it a couple times because Joe keeps disputing it, and it kind of hurts my feelings. No, it's fine. But I am a Ravenpuff. So I got the most strength in, or most points in Ravenclaw, but I am very strong in Hufflepuff too. Most of you thought I was Hufflepuff, and Joe thinks I'm Hufflepuff, and he won't. He won't agree to me being Ravenclaw, but I think and that's the whole point. I think I'm a different Ravenclaw, and I try to say that, and that I am more of I am a huge nonfiction buff, history buff, you know, constantly trying to learn about myself and relearn things, love to read, all those kind of stuff that I think Ravenclaw does make sense. Yes, Katie, who is my Harry Potter bestie, and just bestie in life in general, but we are rereading Harry Potter together right now. She gives me confidence that I am Ravenclaw, and she's a Hufflepuff. But Lee will always say to me, you're a Hufflepuff. But I am a mix of both. And I will say, I think I have taken the test and gotten Hufflepuff. So it's very close. But that is me. So what are you guys? I know some of you were saying, I see someone was a Gryffindor. There you go. And so, like, I love seeing, I think in Pottermore I've seen, or I don't know where I saw it, but they've talked about, like, certain wizards that like could have easily gone into a different house but didn't. I know one they say is like who is it? McGonagall. They always say like, "Wow, I really thought she would have been Ravenclaw," and I think said something like she easily could have been, but for whatever reason she went to Gryffindor, and I can't remember all the details. Ooh, other Ravenclaws! Woo woo! I agree. I know. I got to get my act together. I know I had some notes from last time and some action steps, and I did not take them yet in regards to putting together a Facebook group, about getting a book club together, things like that. But another one is I really would like to do some kind of Zoom. I don't know how we would do that. I don't know how many people you can have in one. I do not have an account, so I know that can only mean we can do it for so long. But I think that'd be super cool. I don't know if it's something that we could have like a sign up and then we like have certain groups at a time or something, but I would really like that. I agree. All right. So again, we're just talking about whatever. So anything you want to talk about, share it. Oh, okay, book girl. We got your name, Teresa. And I did get your email, and I will, or your direct message, or both, and I will be in touch. Raven Puff. Is that what yeah, I'm like, that's what I am, right? Woo woo, Raven Puff. Oh, Danny, you watched all the movies for the first time, so have you read the books yet? You should read the books next if you've gone through all the movies now. Ooh, yeah, because then you think about Neville Longbottom and how, for a long time he did not come across as, came across very shy. And again, that's not a typical trait of Gryffindor, but we kind of learn his story along the way. So Becca mentioned that she feels like a Neville Gryffindor. I think I kind of would be that way too. All right, I'm trying to see what other questions. I don't know if I can get to all of them. Oh my God, favorite Bernie meme. Those have been amazing. Oh, I don't know. I've seen so many and they've been so good. Ooh. Zaida, I knew you'd be on this. It's so true. Zoom has so many cool features. You can do breakout rooms, polls, and all kinds of things to make it interactive. And I'm totally on board for that. My sister-in-law who's out in California. She does a little group. She's created a group, and she had it before I knew her, and it was all about kind of girlfriend friendships and kind of celebrating that and getting together to do things. And so she took a break for quite a while, but she's kind of brought it back now with the pandemic. And so we've been doing it virtually, and it's been so nice. And exactly as you said, Zaidu, she does like breakout rooms, like we'll play games and then we'll get into teams, come back with our answers. It's so great. We can really have fun with that. So I agree. So another action step, got to figure out Zoom. You guys keep me busy. Oh, the Banana Lord. I don't think that's your name, but want to know who Joe is. You mean like for Harry Potter? He is a Ravenclaw. And if you mean just who he is existentially, that's a whole nother story. Let's see. Am I a fan of Fantastic Beasts? I think I've seen all of them before. No, I've seen them. I don't know. I know I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen most of them, and I'm not a huge fan. It's not as much my cup of tea. But it is a bit different. I feel like I'm a little like sad that that's like the American world. I'm like, oh, I feel like the UK is so much better, Harry Potter. I'm like, we're not no match. Like, really, guys? Come on. Jeff. Oh, you guys are always doing fun things. You solved a Rubik's Cube this week, and now Rubik's Cube obsessed. I would love to do that. I've never really tried that. That's fun. Are Lee and Joe sad about Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom? Yes, and I am too. Heartbroken, so sad. Actually, just today he was looking, through his book, and we still have not shared the news with him. But we will have to at some point. Okay, what are I'm seeing? Saw some Disney ones too, in the Splash Mountain one. Was there something I was saying that I don't know what those were referring to? But who are my favorite characters? I'm rereading the books right now, and I am kind of really trying to pay attention to that. I actually really loved the Weasley twins, but I say loved because although I still love them, I am looking at them in a different light. I wish they were nicer to Ron. I don't know why that really bugs me this time around. I feel like they're like never nice to him, and maybe that'll change. I don't know, but I'm up to the 5th book, and it just seems like they're like, I don't know, like there's arguing and sometimes like not getting along, but sometimes you got to be supportive, right? Like and like enjoy each other. I just feel like I haven't seen that. And that, like, I don't know, kind of bums me out because I think Ron is one of my favorites. I have not read The Cursed Child. I'm on the fence on that. So many people say not to read it, and so many people say to. So I don't really know. I don't know what to do. Oh, now I know what people were talking about. I think the Bernie memes is what you were saying, your favorites. I have not seen any Disney ones yet. I'll have to look at that. That'll be funny. And I have not seen the Hillary Clinton laughing one either. But that's been exciting this week. And just seeing that, I really enjoyed watching that with Dennis and just like the momentous occasion of it and the history and all of that. Do I have a fave book? I just recently, and I mentioned this on the channel, read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn and really loved it. Another favorite is on the nonfiction side is Warmth of Other Suns. That's a really good one that was really eye-opening, and just the way it was written also was really well written, and it's kind of like an oral history, but written in like story form, but was an interview of 4 different families and how they followed them and all this. It's a really fantastic read. I would highly suggest it. Oh, Being Butlers. We got another name, Jackie. Thank you for joining, Jackie. I have not seen Soul yet. So for before Dennis was before I was pregnant, I think we've been like trying, like we cannot binge. Like I want to get, like, again, we'll get to that stage, and there's more things I'd like to do more than binging, but binging Netflix, by the way. But one that we've been trying to get through for over 2 years has been, it's the only show we watch, is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And we're in the 6th season with just a couple episodes left. And then I think I saw they are starting to film again for the next season. So we will be all caught up on that. And we are trying to decide what our next one is. Schitt's Creek, a lot of people talk about when we might like to see. Becca's trying to call me out here. She asked if she was curious if whether I've been able to keep up the newly organized pantry. And yes, I really have. I genuinely have. I'll have to say, still working on the clutter in the kitchen. We actually, the kids and I went to go visit my parents for the weekend, and Joe stayed home because we had to get some things done around the house. And one of the things is he kind of really worked on that. And so I'm just trying to maintain it, but I still know that it's not perfect, and that we just don't have everything organized in a way that clutter doesn't keep building up. And that's how I know that we don't, because really everything should have a place. And so our peninsula should not constantly be like a free-for-all of stuff. So that's really something I want to work more on. But thank you. It is tough to keep that organized and keep motivated with that. But the pantry has been doing well. Let's see. I think I've seen this question a couple times and I haven't been able to address it yet. What's your favorite Disney trip you've been on? My favorite is November 2015. I love all of them, and November is just my fave, probably because you go to MK on my birthday, which is November 6th. That's Dennis's birthday. Oh, bye, Sarah. Thanks for stopping in. My favorite trip. Well, I'd have to say, of course, pre-see you real soon. There's so many, of course, just so much to trying to think of the words. Of course, those first trips we went on, our first trip, which was when we got engaged, and then of course our honeymoon or Disney moon. Those are pretty special. So those are hard to beat. And then, of course, bringing Lee for the first time. Dennis was a little funny in that it was like kind of an extended stay, so it didn't really feel like a Disney trip. So I don't know. That one's kind of funny in that way, but I don't know. I gotta think on that one more. Social Blades up in here. Hello. Try to see what other people say. Hello from Alabama. Oh, everyone's saying hi to Joe. Joe's here. Hello. Disneyland videos. Those were really good. I don't know if they're my favorite because it's not our home, but the one I know a lot of people comment, and I do. It does make me really laugh. Is the one where we would go on the Ferris wheel. I eat my hair. And just, I don't know, we did have a lot of special memories on that trip, and it was very magical in that it was the Christmas holidays and all of that. So yeah. And meeting Donald on his boat. Yes, that was a special one. Julie, that's so funny. Her husband started watching serial soon during the pandemic and loves the wrestling references. Well, there's plenty, so I'm glad he's enjoying them. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, yeah, the Wilderness Lodge videos. Those are amazing. Yes. And the May 2014. Joe came in to try to close the door, but we can't really close it. I miss Toontown at MK. Yes, I agree. I'm so glad it's still at Disneyland. So I hope they keep it. So if you can get out to Disneyland, you can still experience it. We did experience it because I think, did they stop it? I think they closed it after 2010 or some point. I think or was it? Did we even get to experience it at our Disney Moon? I'm not sure, but it was sometime around there that they finally closed it. And I kind of have trouble because we don't have videos of it. I should look up if there are videos up on that, but I kind of forget what the layout was like. I remember the houses, but I can't remember how the layout was. And so that would be interesting to go down memory lane and see that. But I did love those. Let's see. Isabella, yep. You knew. When Joe tripped at the Kali River Rapids. It's one of my favorites too. Oh my gosh, Danny, you're graduating high school now and you were watching us? Did you say middle school? Wow, that's crazy. I hope you're having a good senior year. Todd asked if we watched old videos. Are they on YouTube? I'm totally going to look some up, I think. But yeah, oh, it's so fun to always reminisce with you guys on See You Real Soon. Um, what else is going on? I know one thing. It's funny because we've been talking about like so See You Real Soon. We were active and really into it and all of that. Into it, I mean like yeah, just like full in experiencing it multiple times a year, editing, doing every single week and not missing one, all of that. Because we continue to still be into it. We would not post if we weren't, but we were and kind of just knew the climate. We knew what people liked and things like that. And that was one thing we were saying is, we were out of it for a while and we're kind of in and out of it now. And so it's just interesting to see how just like Disney World in general changes, the climate, the just how people like to experience it now, the things they have and all of that. And then social media has changed so much since we were, again, very active. And then again, I think what people are looking for in regards to vlogs has really changed. We were saying that and that I think because one, it was the only thing out there, how our vlogs kind of were like delayed and we were showing you our long trips and it was like we were showing you trips that happened like months ago. People seem to enjoy that, but I think from what I'm seeing, people seem to be really enjoying kind of the immediate and want to either see kind of live streams or want to see like what happened yesterday at Disney World or something like that. So it's just interesting to see kind of how those things change. And it's funny, I was just thinking today, I was like, as just kind of like my sociology side and just history background in general, I'm like, I kind of want to put like a poll together and like, I'm not talking just like a little one from on Instagram, but like actually put together a pretty extensive poll and just get a sense of like what people are interested in and like about Disney and what they look forward to in vlogs and what kind of vlogs they like. What do they like to see in vlogs? Not to say that would, I'm more just curious. I don't think we would change our format because it's just what works for us. We don't want, because we vlog our lives and how we experience Disney, we don't want to alter that. We want it to be not only genuine, because I think everyone's genuine, but we just want to do what works for our family. And unfortunately, some potentially what the things people are liking right now just don't work for us. And we can't make work. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But anyway, long story, but maybe look out for that. I want to put together a poll and just get a sense. If any of you are still, I think you guys obviously still seem to be watching a lot of Disney. Bye, Robin. Yes, you've been up very late. Enjoy your night shift, hopefully, but thank you for joining. Oh, Brittany, I'm so glad we convinced you to take your daughter at 18 months. That's so exciting. I'm glad you had a good time. Oh, Dan. Never too dramatic, and you're too sweet. And I'm really happy that we were there for you during that time. What is a bucket list item for me? Good question. Saidi would probably like to hear this if she's still on here. I really want to go to the whole other coast of Canada. I want to go kind of the west side and explore that. I think I'd really like that. Hi, Rena. You're great. Oh, an Alaskan cruise. Yes. Honestly, a Disney cruise in general. I would really love to do that one day. Oh, Ears to Disney, which, by the way, if you can share your name, I'm going to write that down. Ears to Disney, I totally get what you're saying. Loves to watch Disney vlogs, but currently makes me a tad sad since we cannot go. I totally get that. And I think what's tough for me in kind of knowing what like the climate is and again what like vlogs people are interested in is that we don't typically watch a lot or really any just because of how we fell into vlogging. I think we got into it so early that we burnt out in regards to kind of putting our own content together, that we don't watch a lot of other Disney content. And I am someone that kind of likes to experience things for the first time and just experience Disney in general on my own. So I'm not even a good viewer for myself. It's terrible, but. Social Blade. Are you the real Social Blade? Isn't Social Blade like, I'm so confused. But thank you. They said, we like watching you guys because you're so down to earth and natural. You guys keep it real. And it's very appealing. Thank you. We do try, we try to just be ourselves. And I know, and we've gotten those comments, I know it's not for everyone. I'm not everyone's evil cup of tea. And I totally get that. And I don't strive to be that. So I'm glad that I happen to be your cup of tea and that you enjoy our videos. That's very nice. Kylie asked if we've been binge watching anything lately. I was just kind of talking about that, and that we, at this point in our lives, do not have the ability to binge watch. We have been trying to get through just one show, which only has 6 seasons, and it's been taking us almost 2 years to do that, and that's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But we're kind of coming to the end of that, so we'll see what happens next. Hi, Adrian. Cool, Social Blade. Good to see you. I thought that meant they were verified. That's pretty cool. Bye, Isabella. Thank you for chatting. Oh, Brittany, you're like, that's like my plan for kind of my career path. She mentioned she's in college right now to become a teacher and hopefully a librarian in the long run. I will say there's a lot of librarians that seem to follow me because a lot of them had responded to one of my videos, my first Q&A that I did a couple months ago. So check that one out because a lot of librarians shared a lot of great information. And it was very helpful to me because I'm kind of looking at that area of career as well. Happy Friday. Katie, my friend, said I'd be a great librarian. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Dan. You have told us this so many times and I still have not done it. He mentioned again the Imagineering story on Disney Plus. We do need to watch that. You're so right. I love seeing everyone's favorite moments. That's too funny. We did watch Once Upon a Time. That was another one we did watch and enjoy. We never finished? Oh, we did. Once, I don't want to give it away, I guess, but once the cast changed pretty dramatically, we did stop watching. That's true. So we didn't finish it through. Social Blade, are you? I'm like talking to a website. I don't, but mentioned that they have met a few really awesome Disney YouTubers while at the parks, and that's a really cool part of our job. Are you in the Florida area, or do you just visit the parks often? That's pretty cool. And yeah, it is. It's a fun part of what we do as well that we've gotten to meet so many people. Hi, Joe in the background. Yeah, he's like way over there. The Magic of Animal Kingdom. I know some of you mentioned that for Lee, and yes, we have watched that with him, and he does really enjoy it. So you know him very well. So thank you to all those that had suggested that. And to the G, is it Angie? Mentioned that I can work in a school library and be on the same schedule as the kids. That's my ultimate goal. That is my goal, is to work in a school library. Hello from Puerto Rico. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh, I missed the beginning of this chat, but Ashley, are you guys watching? No, WandaVision. Did that just, I think that just launched. We are not watching that, but it looks good. Mandalorian's on our list too, so that's another one. So many. Well, Melissa, hopefully you will. And Social Blade, we'd love to meet you too. So if you're ever Our extended stays are matched up if we ever do those again, but we would love to meet you, as well as anyone else. I'd love to meet all of you. Um, and I hope social media get to go back soon because I know, yeah, as many, a lot of people haven't been able to go back for quite a while. Raina, oh my gosh, multitasking, a multitasking teacher. You guys are phenomenal. Yes, Julie's seconding that. Teachers are amazing. Oh, someone mentioned if I've read Rebecca. That is on my to read list. And yes, Teresa, I got you here. A school media specialist. Yes, my master's of education did have not an official focus, but I did have kind of an unofficial focus on social media specialist. So that's kind of my plan is like either get a certificate officially in that, which a social media specialist sometimes can also be the school librarian and all of that. So that is the plan. You guys are so helpful. Is Lee going to kindergarten in September? He is not because he turns 5 in January. So he misses the deadline for that. So he will be 5 3/4, almost 6 when he does finally go into kindergarten, just because he does fall in January. Dennis, actually being a November baby, also misses the deadline. So he's going to be also an even older kindergartner. Nicole, how did I not recognize that? Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello. So good to see you. Oh my gosh. All this is going by so fast. What is my favorite kind of tea? White tea. That is my favorite, but I like a lot of them. Probably the lighter teas than the, although I do like black tea too. But I probably lean more towards the white teas, the herbal teas, green teas, and then I have to be in a certain mood for black tea. Probably because I don't add anything to it other than sometimes sugar, sometimes not, most times not. And sometimes I feel like black tea almost asks for cream, but I don't know why. I feel so weird about putting cream in tea. I know that's totally a thing, but I don't know why I'm weirded out by it. But oh, Cassandra, good to see you. Yeah, I feel good about where their ages fall. Yes, they'll be a little on the older side, but I think that'll be good for them. I think it'll all work out. So not too upset about it. And again, it means I get Lee a little bit longer before he goes to full-time school. Oh, Julie, I didn't know that you homeschooled. That's awesome. I know. Yeah, Teresa mentioned that I have heard that before about boys starting later on purpose and things like that. So that is interesting. Oh, honey. Yes, I could totally put honey in tea. Yes. Cox fam, we saw you back in our October. Where did we meet you? Bring me back. I am having trouble recalling, but it's good to meet you. Seriously, Marky Lee. Marky! Oh my gosh! Yes, Marky! I took a picture today. I gotta send it to you. I was gonna do it in a story. Marky sent some. I'm hoping this is the right Marky. I don't know any other Markies. She sent us Lee specifically, but also sent along some others masks from her shop, and one of them was a monorail mask, and Lee was so excited. It was so cute. So thank you so much for that. I took a picture, but as you can see, I was having trouble even getting those stories out about tonight. So I was like, when I have a second, I will do that. But Marky mentioned, she goes, this chat is hopping. I shouldn't have taken my melatonin to, yeah. I hear you. Ashley mentioned looking for craft ideas for my kids. Have you done anything fun recently with your boys? I have been, especially with then coming back, been a little lazy on that. But if you've seen in the last video, one that has been kind of a saving grace that started off as a gift to Lee that we have kind of renewed because we've enjoyed it so much is KiwiCo. It is a subscription box, and we have really enjoyed that. And actually, we just did some crafts from it that was specific. They always have a different theme, and this month's theme was cityscapes, which was really fun. So it was all about learning about cities and buildings and, what cities are all about. And so we did some fun crafts with that. So that's what we've kind of done recently. But I want to get more into doing ones that I also put together myself and getting into more themes. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Do we still have our P.O. box? Yes, we do. Can't remember it off the top of my head. It's not even in my... Oh, yes. It's 240. P.O. Box 240, Londonderry, New Hampshire. So please don't feel like you have to send anything, but yes. Yes, I just said koala crates for the win. They really are great. Yeah, if you want to check out that video, I also have a link. It is an affiliate link, but it does give you a little bit of a discount. So if you'd like that. Oh, that's awesome. Heather did Christmas gifts for KiwiCo. It's a great idea, both as a gift or if you have kids. It's nice for when you just can't put something together yourself and you need a little help. And they have them for adults too. Keep that in mind. I want to do that for myself also. Oh my gosh, Zaida just said she recalled the video where we edited all my thumbs up food reviews. That's probably one of my faves too. It's just very quick. It does crack me up. I literally did not realize I did that as much as I did till Joe pointed it out to me. I know, now it's like on my mind. It's not authentic anymore. I know, Nicole. Lee turned 4 and Amelia is 1. That's so crazy. It's all going by so fast. Oh, Jen, you've got the kids signed up for kindergarten. I can't believe they're going to be going to kindergarten. That's so crazy. Oh, Heather, you've been doing Zoom lessons as a piano teacher. That must be interesting. Oh, my goodness. All right, keeping up. All right, Social Media Blade, we'll keep in touch. Oh, they built a robot. That's cool. That's another Kiwi. Yeah, they've got all age groups, which is great. So they're always getting something that's appropriate to your age group. Another thing that I will say that I like that's on the cheaper end, you're not getting any crafts, but it's something that we get monthly that we always look forward to. And often they give you craft ideas that you end up having to put everything together. But is Highlights. It's a magazine. Lee gets high 5 because they have different age groups for that as well. And it's just a really cute magazine that he gets where it's got all different themes. It has like usually poems in there. So he's always learning about poems and how they work and poetry verses. They have typically a Spanish speaking one where it's like back and forth speaking English and then learning how to say that in Spanish and kind of just wrapped into a story. So we really enjoy that. Again, it has arts and crafts or recipes for kids. They have like search and find pages. Really, really enjoy that. And actually for Dennis's birthday, his aunt had gotten him his age group, which is just a really cute magazine called Hello from Highlights that has like a lot of baby faces and just things that he can enjoy and look at and for us to kind of engage together on. So Highlights is definitely another one that I recommend either in getting their subscriptions. They also have a lot of good books on their website. So another one.
Nicole said you got Lee and Dennis a full set of sorcerers. It was at 8:47.
Nicole, you are fairy godmother. Joe just shared. I didn't see it, but he mentioned, and I might be too far back now. That's something about sorcerer cards, and that makes me very happy. You're so sweet. You're always thinking of them. Okay. No, Dan, I swear, I had no idea I was doing thumbs up. It was just like, I'm telling you, I really had no idea. And it was funny because Joe said it. And I'm like, ah, ha, ha. And I was like, I'll look back and see if I find any. And then I was like, oh my God, I do it every single time. I really had no idea. That's why I got a kick out of that video. And it's so funny when that video came out, I think it was before we started. So we said we were going to start posting, I think, our November 2015 videos. And I posted that video on the Wednesday that I think people thought we were starting November 2015 video. So I remember everyone was like, aw, like this was a good video, but we were hoping for the travel video. And I was like, sorry. But a good rewatchable one. Quick and funny. K-State sis, good. Finish homework first. That's important. So thank you for joining after you finished. Hi, Amanda. Stay-at-home mom, too. That's awesome. And a Disney travel agent. Oh, thank you so much. Sarah says that the thumbs up video is a close second to, are you serious? Oh, my gosh. Seriously. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I think a lot of people in the beginning found us that way, Zaida. She mentioned that she discovered us when researching on Pop Century, on Walt Disney World Resorts, and saw our Pop Century review. That's too funny. I think a lot of people stumbled upon us that way too. Oh, people are mentioning that. Oh, Julie mentioned, so as the kids get older, you should look into the Yum Box. It's snacks from different countries. I love that. Totally keeping that in mind. Yum Box. That's cool. Oh, I know. Joe and I's cooking videos were great. I miss those. Those were lots of fun to do and to edit. So I miss those too. Yes, Being Butlers mentioned, which by the way, I think you mentioned your name, but I got distracted and didn't write it down. So if you want to share that again, mention that Highlights has been around for a long time. So yes, they are still around doing their thing. Oh, Hannah likes Highlights. That's awesome. All right. Are we doing good with me just kind of like answering questions? I feel bad. I don't know if there's anything you specifically want me to talk about. But we could do lightning round a little bit here if you're interested. Because I see it's Kenna said, Ashley, summer or winter? Summer all the way. I don't know if I think for a while I thought I was a really fall person, and I was, but I've definitely become summer like all the way. Just the long days. That you get sunlight for so long. It's just like summer vacation, school's out, kids are playing everywhere. It's just, I don't know, good weather. So summer. Do we have a fave board game? Oh no, actually, it's underneath the computer, but I'm going to show it to you because we do love it. I don't know. We've had it for a long time, so I don't know if it's still around. Oh my gosh, are you going to be able to see all my, that's what's happening here. Okay, favorite game ever. Loaded questions. Favorite game. The only problem is it says 4 to 6 players. Yeah, it might start to get complicated when it's more than 6. I think you could do more than 6, but maybe it gets a little too complicated. 4, though, is a lot of times not quite enough because basically the way the game goes is it's exactly as it says. It says the classic game of who said what. And this is such a good like icebreaker game, like get to know people game, and just so much fun game. So basically what happens is, it's funny. We play. This reason it's out is because we have had family around recently, and we had like 6 couple, like 3 couples, so 6 of us that were able to partake, and we do not play with the board game. We just basically answer the questions. But you get these cards, and you can either, for us, we just like picked whichever one we liked the best instead of like, you roll the dice and then you have to pick one in that topic kind of thing. But either way works. But you ask the question. The person asking the question asks it to the rest of their group. So, excuse me. One could be, if you could possess one superpower, what would it be? And so everyone answers that. Another one is like, what is the last book you read? Or what was your favorite meal as a kid? What should never be mixed with cereal? What sauce goes well with anything? What game are you great at? So on and so forth. So many good questions. And so you ask the question, everyone else in the group answers it, you do not. And then the person to your left collects all of the papers where we write our answers. You kind of try not to look, and because you don't want to see handwriting or anything like that, because that could give a person away. And then the person reads them to me, who's asked the question, and I have to guess what each person said. It's kind of, it could be like, what is that one called? That's kind of like a little bit more adult. Joe, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Joe is not listening anymore. Sorry. What is that game where you like get the...
Who knew?
No, the words against... What is it? Something against people, or what is it?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards against... Words against people. Cards Against Humanity. I was getting there. There was a theme I had going. Cards Against Humanity. Thank you guys. You guys always... Hey, Christine, good to see you. Apples to Apples is another one. So those are some, but you're kind of given the answer in those. You got to pick what's in your hand. Whereas this one, you answer it however you like. You should be honest, but you can kind of be a little tricky in how you answer to try to bluff the person, because basically I would get a point for every person I get right. And whoever I get wrong, that person would get a point. So that's how you kind of get points.
It's unfair when you're playing with members of another family who've known each other for 20 years.
Joe is saying that because he's lost every single time. But it's so fun.
Plus, you're all too similar.
We're all too similar. I know.
So it's
that could be the problem.
out.
So like one could be like, where do you want to live one day or something? And like everyone, so someone could say, or what do you want? One was like, excuse me. That was the book. I meant the game. What do you want your view to be outside your bedroom? Like if you could choose whatever it was. And someone said like the beach. And then someone else said like the ocean. And so you're like, oh geez, like who would say the beach? Who would say the ocean? And then some people say crazy stuff. So you're like, oh, I don't know. So it's really fun. Oh, it's on Amazon. Guys, get it. $17. That's not bad. So that's my favorite. Cranium. Another really good one. I like that one too. Erica, sorry for caps. No, I needed to see that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I know.
Family Feud on the way.
We played Family Feud.
It was really bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I would not buy that.
We would not suggest that. The one that we got, that was just like cards. I don't know. It was okay. So Megan said you always knew by handwriting. So that's why, yeah, it's good to have someone else read it. And the other thing, we have some tips. So if you get this book, I always say to the reader, I say, read all of them. Really get it in your head. Because one, you don't want to have a reaction and laugh to someone's response. Because if you do that, I'm giving away all the secrets. But if you do that, then the guesser knows, okay, well, that the reader clearly didn't write that because they're laughing at it like as if they're reading it for the first time and it wasn't them. Or again, they may stumble over it. Sometimes like if you're having issues like, how do I pronounce this? If it's like a certain person you don't know, like I'll always be like, okay, guesser, put your head down. I need to conference or something, or I don't know. But yeah, lots of things that you can consider with that game, and we really love it. Oh my gosh, Ruth, did you see that? Joe? Said, thank you, Joe, for giving my daughter the 2 packs of cards when we met you November 6th, 2015. 4 years before my baby was born. She has always remembered you for your kindness to her. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad.
I saved most of the packs and gave them to Lee for Christmas.
I know. That's what I was going to say. That's a big deal, Ruth, because he saved most of them. Oh, okay. I don't know if there are better versions, keep that in mind. Look at the reviews. Like I said, this one we've had for a very long time. I want to say like before we're even married. Why do I feel like we did this in college? Maybe not. Did we do this in college?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we
This
did.
says 2014.
Oh, we had a different version.
We must have had a different version because I thought we did it in college, and this says 2014 though. So this is a good version. We like
We
it.
played Who Knew a lot in college.
Yeah, we did Who Knew, which is another good one. It's WHOONU, I think. That's another good game. And it's, again, one that's very good for getting to know people. Because I really love those games. Those are games I like, or just, although, what's that game that we like that's just a 2-player that we kind of liked, where it's like back and forth putting cards down? It's not really.
Lost Cities.
Lost Cities. Lost Cities is a good one for a couple, for 2 people. There's not many you'll find with that. So that's one we've really liked. Lost Cities, but Who Knew is very good for getting to know people. And those are what I like. That's what I enjoy about games. But also Cranium's a good one for getting to know people and getting competitive. That's a Sarah. It'll be a good one for Christmas. Thank you, 20. What is happening? I'm trying. Okay. Random question from Cassandra. Do we have any children's museums or museum passes or zoo memberships when it's not during COVID time, or things you do as a family you like besides Disney? That's a very good question. Oh, that's actually one I
We
really...
got Ticket to Ride. Somebody said that.
Ticket to Ride, we got that. We have for this Christmas. We got that for each other, but we have not played it yet. Do we have Catan too, or Catan?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
But
we have not played that one either.
Because that's more than 2 players.
It is more than 2 players. That's not good during COVID time when you can't really get together often. But back to Cassandra's question. That's actually what I really want, like, to see my channel kind of grow in that way, is in sharing more about New Hampshire and about the Massachusetts area, because there's so much we love to do and explore in those areas. And so if you're from the area or would like to visit, I'd love to have a bunch of videos for that. So that is something I have in mind. Don't know how to get rid of the spammer. Thank you for reporting, Zaida.
Sorry, I was so far behind.
No, it's okay. It's just like, I think they keep getting a new account or something. I'm not really sure, but they're determined to come in here and talk. But yes, we had a New England Aquarium membership. We did not renew it because of everything going on. And it's so funny. So the Christmas and birthday before the pandemic, we said to like everyone, we said, we just want experiences. We want memberships. We want to do experiences with you. So all the gifts we gave were like experiences for them, or experiences that we enjoy together, or Lee specifically got like memberships and things like that. Thankfully, the zoo that we had a membership for, and also Canopy Lake Park, have pivoted to make that work. Either the zoo let us not activate it for this year, and the Canopy Lake Park said that we could have this year, we could have 2020 and 2021. So it made it more worth it, just because it was, of course, a very different experience. So that's very nice. Hi, Meredith. Glad you caught us live here. Oh, Megan, you're so sweet. I'm glad you're here. And that is very kind of you. Let's see. Catching up. But yeah, we do also have children's museums, and we try to take advantage of those. Don't have a membership yet for them. I actually worked at the Boston Children's Museum when I was in college, and really enjoyed it. And I was hoping to enjoy more of that this past year, but just didn't have the opportunity, but hope to soon. Oh, Psych. I think that's one we kind of tried to start like a long time ago, and then we got
through like a season.
But yeah, we got
to one in the West Wing, so we like do layout.
Oh, sometimes that'll happen. So we started Psych, and then we like Dule Hill so much, we switched, which again, you can enjoy them in that show, but we also had heard such good things, and understandably, probably my favorite show ever, The West Wing. So we switched over to that. Oh my gosh, Erica, I love that. I want to play cribbage every night. You may have inspired me. Maybe that's what we're going to do, Joe. Oh my gosh. Guys, what do we do here? They changed their name to Haters Win All Day. Oh my gosh, you guys. Someone mentioned where else would I like. Katie asked where else I would like to visit in the US. Oh my gosh, like so many places. Like we've talked about, although I've been there once, Texas. I went only though for college to go to Texas A&M, which was really fun to go to the campus and experience that and all of that. But I'd love to experience more Texas. Probably Colorado. I would like to, maybe Utah. Kind of like those areas. Seattle. I would like to, like Washington. Yeah, it's probably the big ones. Again, we would love to explore more of the 95 route that we took up and down to go to Florida. We would love to, at some point, make that a much longer trip where we really enjoy the places we're driving through. So that's definitely one as well. My sister-in-law or my brother's fiance, I am part of her bridal party and hoping how everything works out later this year. She wants to have a bachelorette party in New Orleans, so that would be fun. Never been there. Bye, Todd. You've already gone. I know, the big vegan giant. Come to Florida. Sounds good. Yeah, Sarah, that's it. We're very popular. And Melissa, a stranger from the outside. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Plymouth Plantation. Danny, are you from the Massachusetts area? Now that I'm recalling, I feel like your name is now really ringing a bell. I do think I remember like talking with you on Instagram and you being kind of from the area. Eric Carle Museum. Definitely want to do that. I love Eric Carle. And also I talked to Dan about this, that they're planning to have their wedding in the Cape Cod area. So I hope to go down to Cape Cod very soon too and meet some of our Cape Cod friends. That would be wonderful. Come visit Austin. Yes, definitely. Oh my goodness. Back again. Guess who's back?
That encourages them to keep
Yeah.
coming back.
Oh, someone asking about just being in Boston? Oh, what? Because you mentioned the Boston Harbor.
Yeah. No, somebody said something about the Boston Harbor. And I said,
Ah, yes, I did. I used to work. Again, the Boston Children's Museum is right kind of along the Boston Harbor, but I also worked on a kind of cruise line that, not like a cruise line that goes far, but more just like a dinner cruise line. Joe asks, calling me out on my action steps here. I am working on the Facebook group, and actually, I don't know if she's still on here because again, we've been going on a while. But Marky, who I was talking about earlier, we've been kind of going back and forth. She's done those kind of Facebook groups before as well, and kind of trying to help me figure it all out. But I hope to have an update for you guys soon. So thank you for your patience. Charleston, yes. Oh, I was just going to say, I'm like, Nicole has mentioned that. It is Nicole mentioning that. Yes, we would love to do that as well. Savannah, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to do a lot more of the East Coast also. I've heard really good things about New Orleans, so that'll be fun. Grand Canyon, yep. Not in the U.S. I feel like there's a lot there as well. Norway, like the Swiss Alps looks really interesting to me, which is funny because I think these are all like kind of like wintry places sometimes, or that's like I'm imagining that part of their season. Although no, I would enjoy both of those in their summer seasons too, actually. Yeah, I'd love them both times. Oh, so much. Canada again. Chicago. Yes, I have visited Chicago. Again, it was actually just for like a work trip. So it wasn't like for pleasure. So I would love to go back again to enjoy that more. The auto train to Florida. No, someone else mentioned that. I don't know if that was you, Joe, before, but that does sound interesting. I would love to just take a train down and experience it that way. Ooh, Heather asked, what are our pet peeves? I think I need to think about that one. Nothing like immediately comes to mind. That's a good question. I'm going to think on that. Oh my gosh, Katie, that's so funny. Lived in Georgia and still haven't been to Savannah. Oh, Paris. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, just the UK too. London specifically, but also other areas. Bye, Nicole. Thanks for stopping in. It's so good to hear from you. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Jen. Mentioned liked us driving along the Merritt Parkway in Connecticut. I always love to watching people experience kind of places I've lived or enjoyed for a long time and kind of seeing their view and it reminding you of your time there as well. So that, yeah, I totally agree with that. Bye, Dan. Thanks for stopping by as well. It is getting kind of late, so I might kind of wrap this up as well. But it's been so great talking with you guys. Sorry, this one, although maybe not sorry, maybe this is what you like. But I've really enjoyed just kind of talking about everything and nothing all at once. Like I said, it really helped me after kind of feeling down and just exhausted from all different kind of things going on. But trying to make lemon out of lemonades, and you guys helped me in doing that. Tracy totally should visit Boston. Smiling like pride and joy. Love that place. But yeah, I'm just kind of gonna wrap up here, make sure there's no like big ones I haven't quite yet addressed that I can. Lida's asked, do we ever think we'd visit Disney parks not in the US sometime? I think our thing is that we don't at this point. It's a never say never situation, as almost everything is. But at this point, we do not have a desire to do that. If we were to visit outside of the US, I think we would want to focus our time on other things other than the parks. If it worked out that we happened to be somewhere and it was close to one of the parks and we could experience that too, I don't think we would ever go to just the parks. It would have to definitely be like just like a side note to a trip. At this point, again, we have thought about it because we've been asked it a lot, and we're like, would we? And I think at this point we would not want. We just don't have the desire to do a specific trip just to a Disney park outside of the U.S. Momo does dance. Good luck with the move. That's fantastic. And let us know how TDL is. That does look pretty cool. Oh, and other areas of Florida. That's a great question as well. That's a good point. We would love to visit that. Modern Bakery, Amanda. Hey, I'm sorry if you've been in here or just joining. I'm
Somebody
just
said
seeing you
Mike's
now.
or Maria's. I said modern and somebody else said
Mike's or modern? You said Mike's or
they said
Maria.
Mike's and Maria's.
Oh, Maria's. Yes, actually, yeah.
Modern.
Oh, this is the big topic. What bakery in the North End? That's like probably my favorite. Oh,
Modern.
am I gonna say that's my? No. I'm saying the North End.
Oh.
Was I gonna say it's my favorite place on earth over Disney? Maybe. I love the North End. Wonderful place. And yes, good job, Joe. Again, bye, Dan. Yes, Danny, I really do remember our Instagram chats. I'm so glad that I was right on that one because I all of a sudden it struck a bell. We have not told Lee about Sorcerers yet ending. I don't know. I mentioned in the last live that we do kind of want to make a ceremonious moment out of it. I know we got to get on that. One thing you've kind of looked up on is that there are kind of fun ways to document or display sorcerers. I don't know if it was on. Did you just Google?
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay, Facebook. He had seen it, but it's like a way that you can frame the map and other things. Excuse me, about it. But anyway, yeah, we need to get on that because I feel like I keep slipping almost every day telling him. And tonight he was like so into them, and I was just like, woo! But again, we got to experience so much of it, and we enjoyed so much of it. So we have to be grateful for that. But yeah, we hope to do like a ceremonious event where basically we've gotten a letter from Merlin that says, Lee, because of all your efforts back in October through, back a few months back, you have finally helped us defeat and close the portals. So that's the plan. Yeah, I think not tomorrow, but the day after is the last day. I'm actually trying to, again, put a video together. I think it's going to be for Sia real soon about our experiences with Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom and kind of a memory lane of both our experiences with Lee as well as our experience pre-Lee of that. So look out for that as well. Hoping to get it done before it closed, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. So, we're getting some heated topics about modern or Mike's or Maria's.
I've never heard of Maria's.
But one thing we did talk about was how strong of a Ravenclaw I am and how Joe.
Just correct you. You said Hufflepuff?
See, guys? See what I'm saying?
And did you tell him that when Lee wants to tease you, he calls you Hufflepuff? Yes,
I did.
Mama, you're a Hufflepuff.
He does. And I'm like, and my mom supports me too, because for my birthday this year, she got me a bunch of Ravenclaw stuff to be like, it's official now, Joe. Because I'm telling you, it's become this long going. I was happy because it all
became gifts for me.
Oh, right.
Because I'm an actual Ravenclaw.
Rude, Joe. Tell me about it. Ravenclaw all the way. People are supporting me, although before I told anyone and asked them to guess, everyone said Hufflepuff.
And if someone said rude, Joe, I assume that person's a Hufflepuff because that's a pretty Hufflepuff thing to say.
Stop. But remember there was that, like, it was like, Katie remembers it. I was on like TikTok. It said, how would you answer this question? Yeah. And I answered it like a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, the Hufflepuff just ate it. Like there was
it was if the door was locked, what would you do?
Yeah.
Would you
maybe
knock?
Smiled? A Hufflepuff just smiles.
No, a Hufflepuff. Oh, what's that giving away? Would you knock? Would you bang down the door? Would you pick the lock? Or would you get a key, I think?
And a Hufflepuff would just sit there.
No, they would knock. The Hufflepuff would knock. I think Ravenclaw actually would bang down the door. I thought that was it. I think Slytherin would pick the lock. And then I think Ravenclaw was that they would just find the key. The only thing is Joe and I answered the exact same way, and we didn't know each other's answers. We both said we would say Alohomora. But that was not an answer. But we figured that was a key. You're using your spell to key in. I don't know. Yeah, the Hufflepuff definitely knocked. Am I the only Gryffindor here? Yeah, Gryffindor doesn't seem as popular. See a lot of Hufflepuffs.
Gryffindor just has a courageous, like,
right. So you got to be like a strong, like, confident person, kind of. But
because if you're just happy-go-lucky, you're Hufflepuff. If you're smart, you're Ravenclaw. And if you're evil, you're Slytherin.
No, a lot of people said you were Slytherin. So they think you're evil. No, they said that you're confident, which I was like, he is confident.
But when we did the test, you were like 55-45. I was like 90-10.
No, I know. See how I told you guys how Joe felt about all this. See, you're seeing it in the flesh, behind the camera. Sorry about the floating voice. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining another live. We spent a long time together again, spent a late night together for many of us. So don't want to keep you. Let it go, Joe. Yes, thank you.
Let it go.
But yeah, it was such a good night just to talk and catch up and just kind of think about kind of focus on other things than sometimes what's going on in my world or the world at large. So appreciate you guys for being here, taking time out of your day to talk with me, be active in the chat, and just lift my spirits. So thank you. expect to, hopefully I'll have a video together. I don't have one fully together yet for Tuesday, but hopefully I'll have something. And then again, hopefully we can come back here on Friday. Don't know yet if it will be, again, the more 2 o'clock time frame or the 7 or 8 o'clock time frame. So I will keep you updated. I will try to update you sooner than I have been. On Instagram is where I've kind of been doing it. It's the easiest way. So if you don't follow me there, let me know in an email or something, and maybe I can try to figure out like an email blast I can do or something like that. Because I want to keep everyone updated if they are interested in participating, if they can. So keep you updated. Thank you, Zaida. I will try to keep shining. You guys are so kind, and I'm glad if any of you were having a rough day or week or year that I could lift any of your spirits. And I was so glad to walk down memory lane. I was so happy to walk down memory lane of cereal soon, because of course those are very happy times as well. And I always love talking about it and hearing how it brought you happy times as well. Okay. I think that's it. Now everyone's just saying goodbye. So thank you. Love you. Good night. Do you want to just... Nope. Joe's not going to make an appearance at all. Sorry, guys. I tried. Is he around the clock? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, have you ever seen that real quick? There's a TikTok where it's like everyone, how they do their spells. And it's always like, Expelliarmus. 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 And then it's Dumbledore, and he's like, Expelliarmus! It kills me. Oh my god. Much needed girls' night. That's right. All right. On that note, have a wonderful night. And I'll see you again soon. I almost took Zero Soon's copyright,
Whoa,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Back
there's
off.
someone here that may sue me, but even though it's not even ours. But good night, everyone, and thanks for joining the stand. I almost said it again. We'll see you again. Bye.